Hi Gemini, welcome to Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. This is your love reading for June. And happy birthday to all of those of you who are having birthdays right now. What if you'd like to enter to win a free reading, you can put free reading in the comments. I'll announce the winner on 7/7. And if you want to donate to my channel, you can join my Patreon. It's $5.55 a month, and I do like 2 or 3 readings a month there. Mostly spiritual and using decks that I can't use here. And then there's a Cash App and membership. All that is down below. Oh, and you can book a personal with me on Etsy as well. Otherwise, let's get started. Ooh. All right, Spirit, what do you have in store in terms of love for my Gemini collective? I'm a Gemini rising, Scorpio sun, Aries moon. So I often feel like Gemini, like I resonate a lot more with Gemini than my Scorpio or Aries moon, but I don't know. Mostly fully Scorpio, but as this summer is progressing, I'm definitely feeling that woo, like expansive energy of the Gemini season coming through. Let me know how you're all doing in the comments, and like the video if you're here. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you to those of you who have. It helps my channel grow. Ooh, and I love reading for you all. I guess we have 3. 4? Okay. The Hermit. Oh man. So lately you've been sort of taking it easy. You and you. The spider is this card specifically talks about how the spider will rebuild its nest and take it down. The Gemini full moon, or new moon rather, may have been a really interesting time in manifestation for you. We have the Queen of Wands. So this lioness is well aware of her power, her pride, her community, the world, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so I don't usually read reversals for these cards because they just don't have them in the deck, but the Queen of Wands, the World, and the Page of Swords did come out reverse, and then you have the Hermit upright, which could tell me that you're maybe needing to learn a little bit more about embracing sensual pleasure, embracing your pride, especially your divine feminine, like your pride in yourself, in your looks, in your feels. I'm hearing like how you feel just as you move through the world. There's certain people, like you can just kind of feel their aura, and everything they do, it feels like there's like a sense of intention, or like they're just fully in it. I feel like this is something you're getting into, like you're embracing this sense of being just fully in the moment. Interesting. I'm seeing these sunflowers on the Queen of Wands card, like almost like children. You might have children. 5 kids. Um hmm. And then this Page of Swords is interesting because it talks about this black-footed ferret that it was endangered, or they thought at one point that it may have been extinct, and then it came back like from the brink of extinction. So this Page of Swords talks about skill, adaptation, and also like basically coming back from the edge, from the brink. So we'll see what this has to do with love for you. Bees, of course, with the World card, talk about harmonizing with all of the sentient beings in the world. And then the grasshopper can talk about your conscience, learning to commune with your conscience on a regular basis. Okay, Gemini, what do we have going on for you? I'm actually being drawn to pull from one of these perseverance wanting to show itself from one of these universal truths oracle cards as well, just to get an overall like word energy for the reading. Vulnerability. Oh man, I feel triggered by that word. Maybe you do. I don't think I generally do. I think I might be picking up on somebody's energy here. How sad it is that with all the difficult events happening on this earth plane, we believe we have to hide our vulnerability in order to survive. The truth is, without our vulnerability, we can neither touch one another's souls nor our own. This is a gift that keeps our heart open and our souls alive. To show our vulnerability is to show our sensitivity and our authenticity. Being vulnerable is to show our sensitivity and our authenticity. Oh, okay. Being vulnerable is a statement of how we truly feel. It is the way to our wellness, clearing our wounds, making room for our soul's safety. The vital force of vulnerability is the ripple effect of the humbleness it creates. This takes courage, strength, and humility because our vulnerability is the voice of our soul's truths. Vulnerability is our ability to make claim to where the world has left us lame. I'm sorry to laugh. It's just the rhymes on this card. But this card, vulnerability, reminds me of the tarot card strength. Something may be occurring with a Leo in your love life or somebody with Leo placements, as well as you have the Hermit and the Queen of Wands. So something by Virgo or Leo season may unfold a sort of rebuilding or rekindling. Let's see here. What do we have for Gemini in love for this month of June? Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender. Transmuted tenfold. Ooh. For the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please protect this reading. Send clear, concise messages through for my Gemini collective. And cut any energetic cords or strings attached to things that no longer serve. Mother Mary, please bring compassion to this reading. And Kali, please cut any karmic ties to energetic beings or things that no longer serve. Send them on to the next plane of existence and burn the karma sticks associated therein. Ooh, amen, amen, so mote it be. Knight of Cups upright and the Six of Wands reverse. So you may have like put forth your cup of love to somebody and it was rejected, or you're fearing it'll be rejected with vulnerability here, because this is your energy first and foremost. But also the Six of Wands reverse is that Leo energy I was talking about. So you, I don't know, one of you is dealing with a Leo for sure. How are you? How are you, Gemini? What's going on? Wow. Okay, so it's like when you put forth water, you're met with fire. When you put forth one pentacle, you're met with like, give a mouse a cookie and he'll want another kind of deal. Like you are trying to offer something that this person will utilize. I'm hearing 6 and 7, and it just keeps sort of like compounding on itself, this situation. The Page of Wands reversed, Six of Cups. Huh. I'm going to clarify that. I think what I'm getting is that there's some inner child healing that this person that you're dealing with has to do. With the Page of Wands reverse, that's like sort of their internalized like child, especially in regards to like their sexual or creative energy. And then the Six of Cups upright, I'm seeing this man, the knight, offer, right? Like you keep offering to this person, but their divine inner child, like this little girl, maybe their divine feminine. I often see the Page of Wands as like sort of an effeminate, like masculine. Their divine feminine needs healing. Their ability to receive needs healing. And there's something like even if they're taking the gifts that you're giving or the offers that you're giving, they're not like fully receiving it into their heart. Like their heart space is closed off, or they just don't have this. It's not, I don't know, it's not sinking in. And this could be you too. Like if you're giving something to somebody and they are accepting it, you could have this this sort of inner sense that they're not, like almost a denial. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see about your person. I think it's really interesting that you have two knights here looking like that. Ooh, your person's feeling burdened energetically. They need peace of mind. Knight of Swords reversed. I don't know. They might have said something kind of messed up to you. I don't like the Knight of Swords reversed. It's like never my favorite energy. They might be holding back from saying something because they're afraid it's going to come out wrong, especially if they're feeling energetically burdened and they're needing like mental peace right now. I'm getting this sense of somebody wanting to like snap, or just knowing they're going to come from the wrong place, so they don't say anything. What else for this person? Seven of Cups. Ugh. They might have like options. They're trying to figure out their life, especially emotionally. Yeah. 6 and 7 of Cups. It seems like perhaps they're making some progress. 6 and 7 of Cups, but I almost feel like they're just confused and they sort of need their space. So this Hermit energy could definitely be your person, just figuring out them. I feel like they're entirely internally focused right now. Of all the water cards, all the Cups cards, I feel like this one is the headiest. And then also the 10 of Wands, 4 of Swords, 9 of Swords. I feel like this could be another air sign, or like just when it comes to you being an air sign, like this is the energy they get into. Like they aren't really sure how to bring their energy up into that space without feeling overburdened. You might be extremely intellectual or like very emotionally intelligent, and also highly grounded. And this person feels ungrounded when they're around you. The Lover's reversed. Here, I'll use this one. They might be kind of closed off to love. King of Wands reversed. Wow. Yeah, they don't love themselves. They're this Leo energy, whichever one of you is dealing with a Leo, this person doesn't love themselves. They're doing some inner child healing, and they may be very well projecting that need to heal onto you. Like any of your advances are rebuked because they think that like it's childish, but it's actually their interpretation of your actions that's childish. And they just haven't really resolved this projection within them yet. So the 7 of Cups does talk about delusions or illusions. Okay, what's your advice? I don't know. I'm gonna get advice and outcome first before we go back to like what you should do, because this is, I don't feel like this is a necessarily new connection. It could be. I mean, you have 2 offers from the Knight here, but I feel like it's almost a connection that was getting off the ground, or even is well established in some way, and this is either like a hiccup in the flight path, right? There's this energy of things rising, like heat and air, like fire and air, like things rising. But no, I don't know. We'll see. What's the outcome? Judgment reversed, the Hangman, the Empress reversed, the 7 of Wands reversed, Strength reversed, the Moon reversed. Wow. I feel like this person's been leading you on. Um, they like the attention that you give them emotionally. They like, if you're like a gift giver, if that's your love language, they like gifts. And they take them and they take your energy, and it's helping them learn. It's helping them grow. You may have a child. Again, that thing about children came out. I don't like this person. I don't like this situation. I don't know what this is. So judgment reverse is like no new beginnings, no resurrection, right? You're not stepping through the doorway into a new life. Clarified by the hangman, which is stuck. Clarified by the empress reverse, which is somebody who like is manipulative, right? Or takes from other people in order to create, like robs from Peter to pay Paul. Seven of Wands reverse. They want you to have your guard down, strength reversed, so they can take advantage of your vulnerability. The moon reversed, the end of delusion, or any sort of it's either that or this is the way they're thinking about you. There's some projection here, some unhealed inner child thing with this person where they think what you're doing or what they're actually doing is what you're doing. Like they're projecting onto you what it is that they need to do. And so like they're taking your energy and your time and your emotional your emotional like efforts, and they're not doing the inner work. I don't know that they even have the perspective to do the inner work. And you may actually be embracing vulnerability by like it's like you've torn down this web and rebuilt it over and over and over, right? With this person. With your Knight of Cups, your Knight of Pentacles, your Six of Cups, it's like you're helping them to address sort of these different things within themselves from your perspective, but they're not holding that same perspective at all. They're focused on other things. They're focused on their options. They're not focused on love, and they're not focused on love for themselves either. So why? What's going on with the bee? The bee is standing out, harmonizing. I think you're harmonizing with your environment by like I think seeing how much you've given to this situation, seeing how much you have to give, seeing how much you have to offer. And this is a piece of this Queen of Wands energy of you recognizing your self worth. You're integrating the lesson this person has come into your life to teach you. And you're like becoming fuller in yourself, which is really nice. And you may also have the vulnerability at some point to say, yo, like I've given you all kinds of this, that, or the other. And I don't like to give without expectation or anything, but I've noticed that it seems like you're not interested or you're not wanting to move things forward, and like I only have so much energy to give, and okay. So what happens when you're vulnerable with this person? You end this delusion with them. Three of Cups reversed, Justice reversed, the High Priestess. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Cool. Intuitively, you knew this person had another person or like someone else on the side or something else they were giving to. They were pulling the wool over your eyes. And addressing this clears things up. Like intuitively, you knew. And you're going to be super stoked in your Nine of Pentacles energy, feeling like happy on your own, happy single. I don't know. Also, though, I feel like the Three of Cups reverse talks about it's like this person might not actually have somebody else, but someone else thinks that this person's theirs, if that makes sense. Or this is kind of a curveball. This person might have like a crazy ex, like they were afraid to move forward with you because they have some stuff to close out in their own life, and they have some sort of crazy ex who like justice reverse is maybe even like a criminal or something. Like they could they could be dealing with somebody who like is threatening to do something outrageous if they leave or when they connect with somebody else. I'm getting crazy vibes off of this justice reverse, Three of Cups reverse, and legitimately like somebody who's unstable. And I don't think it's you or your person. I think I don't know. It's almost like they haven't told you about this, and when you find out, you're kind of like, "Oh, all right, I'm good." Like, nope, I'm not dealing with that. I'm okay. Um, this person may have really, really seriously drained you. and your energy, like taken a lot of your energy, a lot of your time, like really wasted your time. I needed to take time yesterday to just rejuvenate before I did the air sign readings, and I'm feeling like this is why, like, the love readings for this month have been so super positive, and I've been really enjoying them. And I had this feeling, I don't know about Gemini's reading, but I think the best thing about this reading is that you have the integrity to say no, that you have the integrity to like recognize what you've given and give yourself the appreciation for having done that. And then you walk away, first of all, unscathed from a situation that looks like it could have been really, really scary or awful, if you had continued to kind of go down that path where you could have continued to be manipulated or stuck, you know. And you step into this Nine of Pentacles high priestess energy, like your divine feminine is healed. We talked a little bit about the healing of the divine feminine at the beginning of the reading, and I think that this person came into your life and you came into theirs for the same reason, which is why there was that element of like projection or intertwining. You see their empress reverse, and it awakens you to like, oh, this is what divine femininity is. Like, this is how I can embody this for myself, receive, be open to signs, symbols, synchronicities, messages. And it's through this like vulnerability, it's through this honesty, like, hey, this isn't working for me. What are your intentions? Like getting on the same page with this person so that you're both clear and aware of who wants what, um, and how, essentially, like, are we on the same page? And I can tell you now just from this reading that you're not, but it's important to be able to speak to those we love and hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Yeah, I think that you're really stepping into some beautiful, whole, content energy, not needing from others, in a way that is like codependent. All right. So, what's the advice for Gemini? I actually really like this for you. It's like you gave your cup, and you're like, no, I'm gonna receive. If this person is gonna heal themselves, cool, but I'm not. I'm not giving any more cups. I'm not giving any more pentacles. I'm gonna hold on to my pentacles. I'm gonna hang out with my falcon, and maybe talk to the dead. You know, like the high priestess. Just yeah. The star. Oh, this is your advice. I guess I'm going to use this lighter, because all my crystals are holding up your oracle cards. It's a bird. Yeah, you might have some affinity for birds, or you might pick up birding. You might go birding. I don't see why not. Birds are amazing creatures. Also, speaking the language of birds, birds are sensitive to the Earth's electromagnetic pulses, or like its sphere, and that's partly how they know like it's time to fly south for the winter, or why when we have weird, like, I don't know, what is it, EMP like experiments or something, like sheep will all walk in circles and birds will all fly into windows and stuff. Like they're extremely in tuned or harmonized, like this bee, with the subtle energies of the earth. um so you might be becoming really sensitive to subtle energy. You might be picking up on people's auras. Um, yeah, I'm just hearing bird watching. You might really learn a lot from like watching birds or learning about birds, and how it is that they move intuitively with the seasons, with the weather. You might be a snowbird, like moving from, Arizona up to like Oregon or Washington if you're on the West Coast, just to move with the seasons. Um, I don't see travel here necessarily, but that's standing out. The star is wish fulfillment after loss. So you have the courage to continue like hoping for something lovely to happen for you. After this, I'm also seeing this bird on the tree back here. I like I mean, I've noticed it before, but I've never really pointed it out because it's kind of a funny looking bird. It almost doesn't even appear to have wings or like feathers. I don't know. So you feel like a bird without your feathers yet? Like I'm hearing the song, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. Somebody's name might be Sky. What else? Advice here. Four of Pentacles reverse. The Emperor. That's interesting. It's like somebody else showing up. Are you manifesting an emperor? Somebody who's not selfish? Like you just dealt with this selfish freaking person. And you're like, oh, well, okay. Now I know what that looks like. Thanks, universe. And actually, I feel like you move on just like, oh, I needed to learn what that looked like, I guess, because I kept giving my cup to the wrong person. And then this emperor shows up. Either this is you stepping into your emperor energy, just boss energy, like you're not penny pinching anymore. You're not worried about money. You could actually be getting money. Justice reverse, Three of Pentacles or Three of Cups reverse with the High Priestess and the Empress reverse. This selfish person may have like withheld. You could have multiple people in your life actually who are selfish here, like a lover, and then this Empress reverse could be like a stepmom or mother figure who in this scenario this kind of threw another curveball too. I don't know, curveballs. I think that's going to be the title of this reading because I feel like it's going one way, going one way, going one way, and then whoop, and then that's just happened a couple times. So the Three of Cups reverse, Justice reverse can talk about a third party and an injustice, right? Or some unseen person, some unseen, unexpected thing behind the scenes. And then there's a harvest, like fruits of harvest all over this Three of Cups card. And then Justice reverse, of course, is an injustice or something that like was done wrongly. And the High Priestess, she deals with the dead. The pomegranates on the veil here behind her indicate the fruit of the dead. Or Persephone, she ate the seeds of the pomegranate and she had to stay in the underworld. Also, something about seasons here, like because Persephone's mom was the goddess of the seasons. Um, it said that when Persephone is able to return to Earth to see her mother, that's when everything blooms and is really, really happy. You might have seasonal affective disorder, or you might be dealing with somebody who does. Yeah, that seems to make sense with the seasons here. This bummed out person over here who just takes. If they had like depression or something they were dealing with, it could have been seasonal affective disorder. Just there's been a lot of emphasis on the seasons here, but you might have like an inheritance, or somebody may have passed away and left you something, and it just puts you in a position where financially like you don't have to worry anymore. And if that's not the case, it's like you're opening up to these gifts, these psychic gifts, because of the BS that you've been through, and it puts you in a place where you no longer have to worry about your finances. What is this? The Knight of Wands. You get to like have fun. Five of Wands reverse without drama. That's awesome. Ace of Wands reverse. You're not really looking to start any new projects or any new relationships at this time because things have been so imbalanced for you in that realm. You're looking to nurture yourself, your loved ones, your home, your community. Yeah, I think that's quite beautiful. I actually love this a lot for you. I love that it ends with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're just giving this pentacle to your own beautiful self, just really grounding yourself, just bossing up and loving life and enjoying those little moments like the Queen of Wands, harmonizing with the world around you and tuning into subtle energies so that when you encounter people like this again, hopefully, which will be less now because you sort of, I think, closed out this with the world, closed out this cycle, you've harmonized. You've come to a point of understanding subtle energies, and we have people enter our lives, at least I believe, so that we can learn, right? um I think Carl Jung talked about how we only recognize in others what is like archetypally needing to be resolved within us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have even the lens to be able to like witness them or in that way. So it's like you've eclipsed or occulted some lenses of perception by integrating these lessons. So it's unlikely you're going to be encountering more of these people. And when you do in the future, you'll know right off the bat exactly what kind of person they are. Especially if they're like a Knight of Wands, you're like, oh, I'm not into that. Bye, unless you are, take it as it resonates. I feel like this reading was all over the place. 30:54 on the timer, 1:11 on my clock. Interesting. Okay. I feel like it was all over the place, but I hope it resonated for some of you. If it did, please let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.